Welcome to our hula hoop tutorial on the 5-hoop mandala and the 6-hoop mandala, also known as eagle wings.
What's up, hoopers? Welcome back to the Sacred Flow Art channel, where we're dedicated to bringing you an ever-increasing amount of quality and quantity tutorials. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell to be notified about the next video. 2 new tutorials every week in 4K Ultra HD. I'm Liora of Full Circle Phenomenal. Today we are in Escazú, which is very close to the capital city of Costa Rica. You will need at least 5 hula hoops today, or 6 if you're going for the eagle wings. To get yourself your own set of hula hoops, be sure to check out the Sacred Flow Art website, sacredflowart.com/shop, and get yourself your own. Let's get started. All right, y'all, before we begin, let's get warmed up. You'd be surprised by how practicing this trick, learning it, gets into your wrists and forearms. So that's exactly what we're gonna get into right now. Set your hoops down and let's get into our arms, starting with the shoulders. Inhale, press your shoulders forwards and up towards your ears as much as you can. Then exhale, pressing them back, shoulder blades together and down. Exhale completely. Again, inhaling through the nose, circling around, exhaling. Two more. Let's reverse direction now, inhaling back and up. Exhale forward and down. Two more in this direction. Breathing as you move. And bounce it out. Very good. Now let's get into the forearms. These muscles here, you'll really start to feel, especially when practicing the eagle wings trick. So let's start out by bringing our hands out in front of us. Arms are going to be straight and hands are flat out in front of us. Inhale as you spread your fingers out and wide, lifting the pinkies up and closer together. Then exhale, bringing them back down. Continue exhaling as you bring your fingers in together and point them up. And continue to breathe and move as you stretch. Using the inhale to direct your awareness to where you feel it, and the exhale to release tension or move a little bit further into the stretch. Spreading your thumbs out wide might enable you to feel a little bit more of a stretch in the hands as well. And on your next time in, interlace your fingers together and roll out some figure eights or infinity loops, leading with the thumbs. Focus on expanding the wrist joints, making space for new muscle memories to be integrated and formed into the body, which is the first prop. Then we move on to the other props like hoops and poi. Slow it down and reverse direction. Now retracing your steps, leading with the pinky side of the hands. For a more complete Flow Arts warm-up, you can check out more of the Sacred Flow Art channel and head over to our channel, Full Circle Phenomenal, here on YouTube for more full yoga classes and warm-ups. Let's shake it out. Relaxing, releasing, and let's get started with the hoops. So we're gonna start with the 5-hoop mandala first. If you haven't seen our 3 and 4-hoop mandala here on the Sacred Flow Art channel, be sure to go check those out first, as it might be easier for you to learn those before picking up the 5-hoop mandala. Otherwise, let's begin. Grab your 5 hula hoops, and we're going to place one of these hoops down, leaning it up against your thighs. Then separate the 4 so you have 2 in each hand. Drape them over your shoulders such that they're not crossing. I have one that's crossing right here, making an X. You don't want that to happen. You want them to be both parallel with each other. Then we're going to grab the 5th hula hoop and flip it up and over so you can rest it down. Kind of makes a basketball looking shape. And now what we're going to do is we're going to reach through the hoops. It's around our shoulders. We're going to reach through the hoops and we're going to grab the inner one with the top one, with the 5th hoop. So we're holding 3 hoops with our 2 hands. Then what we do is we push forward and out, opening our arms up and away. Now with the 5 hoop mandala, in order to keep it looking nice, you want to keep your arms somewhat relaxed, your elbows bent, and your biceps more perpendicular or more parallel with the ground. If I was to open up and extend my arms, it's going to bow this 5 hoop mandala out a little bit, making it look a little bit less flush. So you want to relax your arms. Very good. Now let's get into the 6 hoop eagle wings. We're going to start with 2 hula hoops, placing the 4 back out and out of the way. Then we're going to take our 2 hoops and we're going to place them like a vesica Pisces right down on the ground with one on top of the other, obviously, right? Then grab another hoop and place it underneath one of the hoops, keeping it fairly close to the first hoop that's on the ground. Then grab another hoop and place it underneath that last one that you just put down, and make sure that you're bringing it in fairly close to the other hoop so that you can grab both of them at the same time. You'll see here in a moment. Grab another hoop. Now we're going to work on the other side. Lift up that hoop so that you can slide the new one underneath, and then grab your last hoop and do the same thing, sliding it underneath, and make sure once again that you keep those hoop edges kind of close because we're going to be grabbing them together. All right, now we step inside of the middle. If you were to count how many of these cat's eyes there would be 1, 2, 3. I'm in the middle, 4, 5. So there's 2 on each side, and we're in the middle of this first vesica Pisces. So come down into a squat and lift up those first 2 hoops that we were using. Should come together in an X right on top of your thighs. Rest your thighs onto the ground. And now what we're going to do is we're going to grab the rest of the hoops. So there's 2 hoops on this side and 2 hoops on this side. I'm going to want to stick my hand through and underneath the first hula hoop that's on the ground. And then we're going to want to bring our forearm over and grab onto that hoop that's resting over us and grab the final one on the outside, right? And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And this is where it kind of gets tricky because we want these hoops to have enough space. So if you find that you need a little bit more space, like it's cutting off circulation or feeling really uncomfortable on your forearms, just adjust it and create more space for yourself. So we need to go under, over, and grab these last 2 here. Great, so now I got it. This first hoop actually is coming forward a little bit. So to make it more geometrically perfect, we want our arm to be right in the center. I'm gonna make a little bit of space here. Go under, grab that hoop that I'm around. I'm gonna adjust it. And here we go. Once you've got the eagle wings out flat like this, you're able to flip all of it on itself and bring it back, kind of wearing it like a backpack. Just make sure that it's as horizontal as can be. Might need to make some micro adjustments with these outside edges, but this is it.
Here it is again from a bird's eye view. We're putting 2 hoops down together, one on top of the other. And then we're going to grab another 2 hoops, but starting with 1, we're just going to place 1 underneath one of those hoops that's already on the ground, sliding it under, and then again with the 4th hoop, placing it, giving yourself enough room here to grab onto both hoops at the same time. Now for the other side, grab one hoop, place it underneath, and then the final hoop, placing it underneath, and again make sure that there's enough room for you to grab both of those hoops together. Now we're going to step inside of the middle, and we're going to grab these two hoops, keeping them crossed. We're going to rest these hoops on our thighs, giving ourselves enough space to stick our arms under and through. Underneath that next hoop and through the little gap, grabbing both hoops there and adjusting that middle one so it's right in the middle of your arm is right in the middle of that hoop. Again on the other side, under, over, and grab. And this is the hold. From here, you've got a flat eagle arms, eagle wings. And then to flip it, you'll just stand up straight and press the hoops behind your head. There it is. Play around with it, flap them like wings, have fun, and tag us in your videos when you give it a shot. We'd love to see how you transition this trick into your hoop flow. Thanks so much for watching and practicing with me today. Please leave a comment about what you think of this video, as well as share it with your other hooper friends. We wouldn't be able to grow the flow arts community around the world if it wasn't for your continual support. On that note, we could really use some support. Please keep the quality and quantity of these videos coming by heading over to our Patreon account and becoming a patron. We'll see you around the world. This video was created by myself, Liora of Full Circle Phenomenal. You can find us here on YouTube or any of our other social channels.